breaking news. You were right.
Was I right?
What?
O.J. Simpson dead.
No way.
I
What?
just said it to Pat. Yep.
Wow.
5 minutes ago. O.J.
No.
Simpson dead at 76.
OJ.
What?
Oh
Double
my-
murder? Someone killed him and a girlfriend?
It's not even funny. Like, you see what happens? I like, oh my God. Do not make me laugh at the dead. Do not make me laugh at the dead. Yes, O.J. Simpson has passed away. This is crazy breaking news, but I didn't, you know why it's crazy breaking news for me is that I didn't know that he was that sick to be passing away. I could have sworn I was just on his Twitter about a week ago and he was doing just fine. So I'm a little confused as to how that happens, but let's see what they have to say about it. I mean, really, what do you say? But at the end of the day, too, you know that we're going to talk about the case. You know we're going to get into it. So let's go ahead and get into it.
O.J. Simpson.
He was out of prison, right?
Don't joke.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm hollering. Sage Steele is hilarious. She's like, he was out of prison, right? Like, yes, this man's been out of prison for a minute now. Like, okay.
He was long
Don't
ways
joke
out.
about a murderer.
Bob, you know,
Now we're sympathetic.
no, no,
Okay,
no, no. Go to O.J.
Don't
Simpson's
joke
Twitter
about cause of
account.
death until we
What?
Go to O.J. Simpson's Twitter account right there. Just a few minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, their family tweeted this. On April 10th, our father, O.J. Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer, was surrounded by his children and grandchildren. During this time of transition, his family asked that you please respect their wishes of privacy and grace.
Oh my God.
what a.
I didn't
mean-
know he had cancer.
Well,
No, he talked about it,
Yeah.
but the way he made it seem, the video that came out recently, because if you go back a couple weeks ago, he did a video. Maybe they took the video down. He's like, all this stuff you're hearing, rumors about me and cancer, they're lie. I'm okay. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I seen that video. Like, I definitely did see that video where he was like, nah, I'm good. Like, you guys are tripping. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute. Like, when I heard this earlier today, I said, wait, hold up. O.J. Simpson is dead, like, from cancer. I was like, I could have swore he was doing pretty okay. Yes, we are going to talk about the case. You know, they're going to talk about the case. So therefore, I'm going to talk about the case. That's a fact. We are going to do that. So just bear with me. Okay, just bear with me because we will talk about the case.
World? Hospice? Hospice? You talking about hospice? No, I'm not in any hospice. I don't know who put that out there, but whoever put that out there, I guess is like the Donald saying, can't trust the media. In any event, I'm hosting a ton of friends for the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas. All is well.
Just too much.
You know? So,
Well,
hey,
But
guys,
one thing you got to give him
take
credit
care. Have
for.
a good Super Bowl weekend.
He's got.
Yeah, so he didn't really look that sick to me there. So, you know, I don't know. You know, this guy's telling him to take care, have a good day. Like, it's insane.
Craziest thing of the entire thing, which guys, everybody knows what happened. This guy, the audacity to write a book
Yep.
after the murders, and the book was called "I Didn't Do It, But If I Did,
Right.
This Is How I Would Have Done It."
but do you know what he's been doing for the last
Jeez.
handful of years?
Sorry,
He's been
I don't need to crack the like he does. So he puts his head down and like everything. Like it is insane though. It is.
out there lurking, searching,
For
looking
what? For victims?
for the killers
How do you process
of
this?
Nicole Brown,
On a serious
Smith,
note, how
and
do you-
Ron Goldman.
How do you process this?
I'm
Like,
just, can I? I'm
Meaning
guys,
what?
I'm just shooting my shot right now.
Well, meaning he's a,
He is a double murderer.
Yep.
He was acquitted because if the glove don't fit, he must.
Well,
acquit.
because there's a Mark Furman was a racist that was on the like he's the
Racist.
luckiest
Is there
murderer.
anything more?
He is. And so, but before they keep using that word all too much, let's go ahead and break that down. Like, I am not one of those who was all like, oh, okay. So when this happened, right? This happened, I was 11 years old. Okay. And from the rip, I was 11 years old. The minute this happened, I already knew. I don't know why. I just knew. I was like, oh, he did it. And then, like, with all the evidence and everything, as I got older, it even more solidified that he did it. Like, he had a cut on his hand, everything just to the T. The blood was in his truck, all that. They told him they planted the evidence. Listen, I know the LAPD is not to be trusted, but I just was like, nope, no, I don't trust it. And then to find out that they made it a racial thing. It was like, oh, Mark Furman is on the case and he used the N-word. So what that got to do with anything, right? And this is how you know this whole thing is like kind of sick. Not even just kind of sick. Like it really is sick. Like I'm not one of those black people who were here like oh, OJ's just fine and yay, power to the people. No, even at a young age and as an adult, I was like, nope, this is not the way at all. And when you hear Chick right here break it down.
Do you think that they're members of the jury that voted to acquit OJ because of Rodney King?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
How many of you think felt that way?
Oh, probably 90% of us.
90%? Did you feel that way?
Yes.
That was payback.
Uh-huh.
You think that's right?
That's why they don't want us anywhere. This is a very controversial subject, but I am going to tackle it. Okay. See, this is why, you know what I mean? And this is why when people like, come on, it was a big case. 2 people died. This is not to be trifled with. Okay. Listen, I get it. Rodney King looked really, really bad. I mean, they took turns on Rodney King, and I'm not going to rehash the past. It was terrible. But at the same time, again, you don't sit here and just acquit somebody simply because you want to get revenge. Then they use the N-word. I mean, when OJ passed away, when them murders happened and he was acquitted, I was like, oh, okay. What is this called? Lawyer? I was young. So I was like, wow, I want to be a lawyer when I get older. Like, this is so cool that you get to like play around with words and stuff, and then you're able to just make anything happen. That's how I felt. I thought Johnny Cochran was like untouchable. I did. Now, obviously, as an adult, I did not become a lawyer, and I'm not that type of person. I could not lie as a profession or derail people to think about the word, the N-word, in order for a double, life ender to just be free. That's what he was. That man, like, people get mad about that when you say that. And that's why I felt like I had to show my face for this episode, because I'm like, nope, no, he did it. And we're not going to do this thing. And then the guy wrote a book. He said, if I did do it, this is how I would do it. So anyway, this was a thing today. This was breaking news. It was like, wow, wow, wow. Like, I think the wow was more of the fact that to think about that time in life. And if you will, oh, and by the way, guys, please, if this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Now, and if you will just go ahead and indulge me a little bit. If you guys will indulge me just a little bit, I just want to take it back. Let's go back in time to a time when everybody was at the edge of their seat, waiting to see what was going to happen to Orenthal James. Do you guys remember where you were? I remember where I was. I was in 7th grade, and I was in my world cultures class, and we used to have TVs in the classroom, and my teacher ran in and said, oh, they got the verdict. We're going to watch this as a class.
Mrs. Robinson. Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of
They had the horses. Yo, man, like, this is how this was Law and Order, though. Get on the horses. Don't play with these. Let them know. We got the horses. We're going to put you back in chains. Okay. So I'm sorry. That is hilarious to me. Grandmoms was happy. Like, yeah, my baby, OJ. He was. I mean, you would have thought Jesus came back. Like, what is this? Like, it's OJ. OJ said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Yo, look at the 90s. Black people thought that they were like, this is it. We leveling up, boys. We can. Dumb. We got that better not have been my dad. He used to drive a cab back. No, that's not my dad. He wouldn't have. But anyway, they was like, we got one, boys. We got a criminal that got out there. Like, what were they excited about? So I was in my class when that happened. My teacher was like, I'm disgusted. And she shut the television off. And I remember sitting there like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, like he's guilty. Because when they were doing like, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. He had on latex gloves when they put it on. I was like, this is insane. I remember being a kid, like, why would they make him put on the glove with latex gloves? And then he was like, I can't get it on. And I'm like, he has to take off the latex gloves. Like, this is crazy. Yo, it was a time to be alive. That it was. I remember there was a Roseanne Barr episode, like kind of about this. It was just everybody, it was quite the summer. And when this happened, it was the Bronco chase was June 12th. That was 4 days before my birthday. It was insane. But like I said, I knew then he was guilty, and I know that he's guilty. And you guys drop a comment, let me know what you think. But yep, O.J. Simpson has passed away, and that's the end of that era. And that's a shame because, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Perlman never really got the justice that they deserve.